Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Lover Pretend, continuing kind of the common route, I guess, on our way to getting Kazuma's route. Bird, I love you, but you cannot chew my headset. I'm gonna need you to simmer down. Thank you. Hold on just a second. Sorry, I'm a little... Allergies are a little wonky today, so not gonna, try not to subject you to that. But anyway. Continuing where we left off right before the auditions, we just ran into Yukito, But now we're talking to Harumi, obviously. Welcome back, Miss Ueda. You sure took your time. Stuff happened. When I returned to the studio, the candidates were already assembled in the waiting room across the hall. It looks like everyone's ready. Yeah, we're just waiting for the judges to show up, including Hanai and Mr. Asagi. Oh, is the director not coming today? And the director has an unavoidable commitment, so we had to call out. And there's going to be multiple rounds of auditions, so he can't be here for all of them. Professor! Don't worry, he'll still be personally reviewing all of the recordings. Hello, sir. I'm glad you could come. Me too. I've got deadlines nipping at my heels, but I managed to make it. I have you two to thank for lessening my workload. Not at all. I've only been doing grunt work. I should be thanking you for giving me this incredible chance to learn on set. I'm happy for you. And make sure you watch these auditions closely. Well, there's a lot to study. Yes, sir. I believe the auditions will start with self-introductions, followed by a chance for the candidates to impress the judges, right? Yes. And the most important part will be the improvisation segment, which will demonstrate their acting abilities. Improvisation, when an actor follows a general outline to perform a scene, but there's no fixed script, sometimes called etude? Did I say it? I have no idea. Anyway, so we're gonna play pretend with Riku or Yukito. I'm gonna guess Yukito because we saw him. So is that gonna be? Oh my God! Are we gonna play pretend with both of them? Is it gonna be pretend time with both of them, doing improvisation? Well, this is gonna be an action movie. We also plan to feature relationships and drama heavily in the script. So we're gonna have the candidates act opposite Hanai with the theme of love and friendship. I'm looking forward to seeing what hidden talents we can uncover. Speaking of which, it's about time to begin. I watched my mentor leave with a smile and took my seat next to Makino. Just then I heard Mr. Hanai's voice. Alright, looks like all the judges are here, so it's go time. Let's get started then. First there was a round of self-introductions, followed by a brief Q&A. Not like your average group interview. Once that ended, the judges took some time to discuss among themselves. Then the rumored improv segment began. One of the attempts went like this. Candidate Momose. Listen, Mr. Hanai, my girlfriend dumped me. The candidate played a young man caught in a love triangle who turned to his teacher, played by Mr. Hanai, for advice. Another candidate. Please, sir. I may not have money or a job, but I swear I'll make your daughter happy. This one was acting the part of a poor young man with big dreams embroiled in a passionate argument with the father of his beloved. That's why he sounded like Oliver Twist. Please, sir, may I have some more? Each of them was different in their own way. If there were 10 actors, there'd be 10 stories. The candidates with little to no formal acting experience had impressed us enough on paper to make it this far. Their enthusiastic performances were a pleasant surprise. A while later, after the 20th candidate, we had everyone take a break. Phew, we got through 20 already. Time's flying. Feels like we've been going non-stop. My throat's dry, my throat's dry, and my palms have been sweating this whole time. Did you really be so nervous? No, probably not. It just sort of happened. Number 21 is next, by the way. They say he's a shoo-in for this role. You may not have the luxury of being nervous. Number 21? You mean... Well, let's continue. Yeah, we're in the second half now. Next up, number 21! Oh, Riku, right, okay. was like, what was Riku's voice for a second? Here. I'm Riku Nishijima, number 21. It's a pleasure to meet you. There he is, Riku Nishijima. I thought there'd be a mix-up, but we're starting the second half with this guy. He's good enough to carry the whole cast. The director determined the order. I bet he's got a plan up his sleeve. Everyone's making a commotion. That just goes to show how big Riku Nishijima is. I've seen him several times on TV. What kind of performance will he give us? Shall I begin? Just a moment, please. I have some instructions from the director. From Makino? Professor Asagi cut in after Nishijima finished his introduction. It concerns all the experienced actors who'll be auditioning from here on out. I'd like you to perform with amateurs rather than Hanai. I see. The veteran Hanai supports candidates with less experience. But for us, you'll be using amateurs to test our skills. Pretty much. It's raising the bar way higher, though. Does that bother you? Not at all. It's a well-thought-out exercise. It's a well-thought-out exercise that levels the playing field. It'll keep the rest of us career actors from becoming too arrogant. It keeps us down to earth, so to speak. Wow, spoken like a star student. First-rate actors really have it together, and the fact that he wasn't like, it's funny, because he has a smile the whole time, but he's got the voice of, like, whatever, like, I can't help it, like, just as I had that thought, blissfully distant from the issue at hand. Actually, how about... Mr. Hanai cast his gaze around the room, and his eyes quickly locked on mine. Oh, hell yeah. You knew it was going to happen. Our very own Ueda, you're up. Huh? Our eyes met. Must be destiny. We're counting on you to handle Nishijima. You want me to be his audition partner? No one told me this would happen. Aren't we skipping way too many steps here? It just proves you're a genuine amateur. Relax, little missy. If anything crazy happens, I'll make sure they include it in the making of documentary. Please no. Help me, Professor. Clinging to a shred of hope, I looked at my mentor, silently begging him to save me from this ordeal. Think of it as a valuable experience. Why is he smiling? I had no choice in the matter. Look, he looks so sweet. Aww. I reluctantly trudged up to the stage and was greeted by a strained smile from Nishijima. I suppose this means you really were called up here without any warning. Yes, I'm sorry in advance if I messed this up for you. It's all right. I'm sure this test is meant to take your mistakes into account. But first, and take a deep breath and try to relax. You just need to match my pace. Okay. He's so nice. Since we're short on time, let's just do a quick exchange. The theme is love and friendship. Are there any genres you find difficult? Well, yes. I'm not too good with romance. So if we're gonna follow that theme, how about familial love? You could be the older brother reuniting with me after running away from home years ago, or... Let's go with that. That was fast. Okay, pretend time. Okay. Are you sure? We could try to come up with a premise you'd be better at. I appreciate the concern, but I'll be fine. I might look young, but I am a career actor. I think we'll have a better chance of success if I try to match you. Oh, I see. Shall we begin? It was now or never. I took a deep breath. I might be an amateur, but I have to try my best to draw out Nishijima's acting skills. Yeah, we don't want to fail and, ruin this man's life. Save the game. Save the game. Save the game. Save the game. Oh, whoops. We're going to save right over this one. I'm just going to save over that same spot. So, is that what it was? Pretend time with Riku Nishijima. Bring out Riku Nishijima's acting prowess! Wow, this takes me back. I think it's been 7 years since I left this town. It's like the place is frozen in time. Everything looks the same as before, from the mountain greenery to the color of the sky. But nothing really stays the same in the end. And that counts for me too. The man I am now and the boy I was then are two different people. Big brother! Is that you, Riku? And you are... It's me, your little sister Spacey! Don't you remember me? Oh, right. Sorry. You've become so beautiful I didn't recognize you. You used to be so tiny. Now you're all grown up, Spacey. Well, of course I am! You know, it's been, 7 years now since you ran away from home! You've never reached out to me all these years! Where have you been? This is so much fun, I'm sorry. I love this. I'm sorry for worrying you. I've been traveling the world, chasing my childhood dream of becoming an artist. Oh my god, he's Yusuke! We got some Persona 5 rolling into our game. An artist. It's going smoothly so far, but the real challenge starts here. Okay. The small talk is easy enough. Now I need to draw out his skills. What will you say to draw out Rico's acting skills? Yeah, I remember that. Is that what it was? Is that what it was? Maybe I should try throwing him off a bit to give the conversation some depth. I thought you wanted to be a pilot when you grew up. That may have been true when I was in elementary school, but as I got older, I realized something. It's not that I wanted to be a pilot. I simply yearned for the sky. God damn, he's good. I was mesmerized by the freedom the sky offers and wanted to draw what I felt. And that's why I decided to become an artist. Even though you're my sister, I guess I was too embarrassed to tell you my real dream. That was some spectacular improv! He totally worked my curveball into the scene. The hell did my computer just do? Anyway. Oh, he totally worked my curveball into the scene without missing a beat. My computer just, like, changed its, like, color thing, like, you know, whatever, and it just popped, and I'm like, why? I don't know, but anyway. Anyway, quite literally. Since you're back in town, does that mean you're coming home? Are we finally going to live as a family again? I'm sorry, but no. I can't come home yet. Why not? I just happened to be in the area and I was feeling nostalgic, so I stopped by. I didn't come back here to see you and I'll have to leave again soon. How will you continue the conversation? Do you live somewhere else? Mom's worried. But Mom's worried about you. She's been depressed ever since you left home, you know. Worried sick about what you were up to all this time. No. Huh? You're wrong, Spacey. Remember what happened back when I ran away? Mom rejected my dream, mocking it as some child's fantasy. We got into a huge fight over it, and that's when I decided to run away. Mom and I have never seen eye to eye. She didn't shed a tear when I finally left. If she looks like she's depressed, it's only because she's putting on a show of being a poor, worried mother for other people to see. I thought I might have gone too far, but he managed to pull it off really well. Maybe that worked after all. I love this so much. I can't wait till we do it with Yukito. But Mom already has you, Spacey. I'll come calling once things settle down on my end. But for now, I'd like for you to keep it to yourself. Is that too much to ask? Should you tell your mother that Riku has returned? I won't tell her, but I have to. Okay. I think I have to. This is just too much. We're family. Aren't we supposed to be bound by blood? If you leave without saying anything at all, you're going to regret it. Trying to overact and do it badly, by the way. Like, sometimes it's fun to be dramatic, but I'm definitely trying to do bad dramatics. You will regret it. Because we're not an actor. So, you know, we're not supposed to be good. I was no actor. I barely qualified as an extra. Yet I found myself raising my voice as if a part of me meant every word. If you're too ashamed to see her, then fine! But I should let her know you... I reached for my phone as if I were about to call someone. Stop. Ow! Fine, I get it. Let me make something clear to you. The woman you call a mother, I hate her. The actor wrenched my wrist away and fixed me with a cold glare. But why? Must be nice to be you. Saying what you want, doing what you want, making friends you actually like. Meanwhile, I was primed to take over the household, forced to go to schools I hated, and only allowed to have friends when Mom approved. All I ever did was study and study until I was sick of it. Still, I tried my best as the eldest son to live up to our expectations. Thought it was normal. And yet, as soon as I took up a hobby of my own that I had a real passion for, she trampled on my love for drawing. That's when I knew. I knew that the situation would never change unless I changed myself. I was overwhelmed. I knew it was all an act, but still. His eyes bore into me with hatred so deep, I could only squeak in response. And scene! Like we're like, Good work, Miss Ueda. Huh? Oh, thank you! On Mr. Hanai's signal, Nishijima let go of my wrist. His expression relaxed into his earlier calm, and he peered at me with concern. I'm sorry about that. I might have gotten too into the role and grabbed you harder than I meant to. It's okay. Ah, good. You helped me put on a good performance. How much of that was actually acting? The last part had gotten so intense that my heart was still pounding. I was starting to wonder when he was like, I was like, is this coming from a place of, like, truth here? It was enough to make me believe that he was my real brother and there was some genuine family discord in his life. I think there might be some family discord in his life. Pretend time result complete! 100%! We're so good at these. Like, it's like we're using a guide. I mean, oh, can we do Yukito next? Thank you for your time. Improv complete. Nishijima thanked the judges, then quickly retreated to a corner of the room. I panicked a little and turned to follow when a voice called out to me. Great work, Miss Ueda. Oh, Professor. Was that really good enough? Of course. You gave us a fantastic window into Nishijima's abilities. That kid's as impressive as they say. Everything he does is at a high level. He doesn't miss a beat. In fact, you could say he's a little too perfect. Well, he did show us many facets of his acting, thanks to Miss Ueda's performance. I have a lot to consider. I offered the two veterans a grateful bow and glanced over at Nishijima. This is more than I bargained for, but I might have my first lead. I'm sure he'll make it past the first round, so we should have another chance to talk. When I returned to my seat, I found myself collapsing into it, utterly fatigued. It was 3 times as exhausting as setting up the entire venue. Welcome back, Miss Ueda. That was very impressive for an amateur. Please don't tease me. I got it all on video, too. How embarrassing! At my wit's end, I clutched my head, and the next candidate walked onto the stage. I want to work with her, too. Just kidding. And number 22, Yukito Sena. Sena. Say. Not C. Say. Sena. I don't know why my brain won't say it right, but anyway. And thanks for your time. I'm like, thanks for your time. Oh, Sena's next. Did our eyes just meet? So he's Yukito Sena, a model, right? It seems he's only been in a handful of productions. And right on the heels of Riko Nishijima. Isn't it a little too obvious that he's only here to stir up hype? It's not just that. Maybe they're afraid he'll cause a scandal. Oh, like the producer from back then? I heard he lost everything because he fooled around too much. Yeah, and that's his son. I bet the director just wants to let him down gently. He sure is considerate. Horrible. The way they're treating him versus Nishijima is like night and day. Alright, next. I know you haven't done much acting, Sena, so... Oh, Sena. God, I keep pronouncing his name wrong. I'm so sorry. Sena, so I'll be... Just a sec. Hmm? You're right, I don't have much experience. But can I also have an amateur partner? And can I pick them? Well, we don't mind as long as you're okay with it. Are you sure about this? Why not? He knows it's gonna make things more challenging. Maybe he's got some tricks up his sleeve. So who'll it be? How about that gal from earlier, Ueda? She'll be a great partner for me. Huh? What is that guy thinking? Knew we were gonna get to act with him too, but I love this. I'm fine with it, but you must be pretty darn confident if you're gonna pick the same partner as Nishijima. I just feel like I'd be more motivated acting with a cute girl. And yeah, I know my acting skills won't even compare to his, but I bet I have way more experience actually picking up girls. Everyone in the room seemed to accept his reasoning. Everyone's like, alright. Sorry, Bird, but your toenails are digging into the throat. I'm sorry. I had to adjust. I'm sorry, are you okay? I had to adjust my hoodie. I'm so sorry I disrupted you, cutie patootie. Sorry, come back. And so I was made to take the stage once more. Thana flashed me a spirited grin. Happy to be working with you, cutie. There's a lot I'd like to say, but I'll just ask you this. Why did you pick me? I doubt I'll help you out at all, considering romance is your forte. And that's just it, though. It's better this way. What's that supposed to mean? You'll see soon enough. Let's get started. And our skit's gonna be about... whatevs. I have no idea what's happening, but it's roughly the same as my improv with Nishijima. What? Bird, stop! It's fine. I'll have to try a bunch of different stuff to bring out Seina's skills. Save the game? Save the game, just in case we fuck this shit up. Oh, I save it here. Yes. Just easy. Pretend time! Yukito Seina, pretend time. Mission! This time, test out Yukito Seina's acting! Next! I gotta be able to read dramatically, so you can't be in my face. Oh wait, is that... Hey, it really is you, Ueda. It's great to see you again. Oh, hello. Is Seina, was it? Well, that was abrupt. I guess it's okay if we know each other already. Long time no see? I don't need to be so distant. We just saw each other. We did? Sure we did, don't you remember? It was such a fateful encounter and mere hours ago, too. I got lost and thought I was seriously done for. And then an angel appeared right in front of me and showed me the way. Wait, is he talking about... Could he mean when we met on the street? I'll just chat with him. When we met on the street, yeah. This isn't improv. He's talking about running into me on the street earlier today. I returned his prompt with a questioning look. What's wrong, hun? Well, should I try to guess what you're thinking? You're super happy to see me again. Did I get it right? Definitely not. He's gonna flirt with us and we're gonna be like, nah. What is this guy getting at? This feels more like a reenactment than an improv skit. Quite a natural, isn't he? He seems very relaxed. That's because he's just being himself. Can't really give him points for acting so far. Seina hear the murmuring of the judges. Either way, he paid it no mind and continued casually needling me. The thing is but he can hear them if we can. So, now we get to the good part. Remember when I said I'd thank you for showing me the way? Yes, I seem to recall you saying something of the sort. Like an autograph or a handshake. Yeah, that. I've been thinking about it, you know. Bird, could you stop? Simmer down. His lips tugged up in a coquettish grin. Once again, he boldly stepped into my personal space, just as he had when we first met. What? He's too close. How about a kiss? Will you accept a kiss as payment? Hell no! On my hand, right? By a kiss, you mean on the back of my hand, right? That would be normal for theater, not entirely out of the question. Sorry, that's not what I meant. Obviously, I meant on the lips, right? Pardon? Lips are out of the question! Oh, too bad. I'll settle for your hand, then. I love his, slightly, oh, no, I feel so sad now. Little sad face, it's kind of precious. Fine, as long as it's just my hand. Wait, no, it isn't fine! No lips, no hands, period! Oh no, is he using what they call the door-in-the-face technique? Door in the face, a negotiation technique where one person makes a large request with the assumption that the other person will turn it down so that a smaller request will seem more acceptable later, like scam callers. Or maybe he's asking me something outlandish so he can laugh about it later. You're funny. A total rejection then. I gotta say I'm a little shocked. Believe it or not, I'm the second place winner of last year's Most Kissable Entertainer poll. I wouldn't care if you won first place either. Obviously, I wouldn't want to kiss someone I don't even like. But I like you. Well, I don't like you. Come on, why can't you just open your eyes and see that our meeting today was destiny? And why should I do that? He's really starting to tick me off. This is supposed to be improv, but he's just saying whatever he feels in the moment. It's practically sexual harassment. I detest you. If you're so hell-bent on kissing, try it on someone else. Huh. You really mean it. You won't kiss me or date me. You hate me, never mind falling for me. I see. Well, if that's your attitude, I've got an idea. What's he trying to pull now? Sana coldly narrowed his eyes at me. The tension between us was palpable. Having noticed the shift in mood, the audience quieted, awaiting our next move with bated breath. Me too. Threats won't work on me either. No matter what you say, I'm not going out with you. Huh. That's what they all say at first. But every woman's changed her tune after hearing me out. And that is, until I met you. Sana's lips curved into a thin smile, and he sprang back. No, it's him. Ueda! No! Miss Ueda! Ma'am! I thought he jumped out of sight, but instead he dropped to his knees, pressing himself to the floor in supplication. Please! Please go out with me! What? Oh my god, is he... groveling? Wait, hold on! Why are you doing that? Why on earth are you prostrating yourself and rubbing your face on the floor? Because of my love for you. Saying in a nice voice doesn't make it any better. What happened to your slick attitude? Don't you have any pride? Huh. You still don't get it. If I can't win you over, then I'm no better than garbage. I'm totally worthless. Without you, I'm so lonely I could die. For real. This is the worst confession ever. My answer was, will you go out with Yukito? Fine, that's a bit much. Don't fall for his tricks, Spacey. You can win this. You definitely didn't consider giving up just to make him stop. Not even for a second. Besides, the whole point of this exercise is to let Sana show off his acting. The show must go on. Going out is a bit too much. If I can't be your boyfriend, I'd be happy as your dog. What? I'll sit and shake hands when you ask. If you throw a bone, I'll fetch it. You can even feed me kibble 3 times a day. I don't care. I just want to be by your side. Don't say that with such hope in your eyes. And scene. It's finally over. Struggling to stay up on my wobbly knees, I heard the judges chatting away. Man, that sure was fun to watch. Well, I didn't believe he was acting at first, but his transition into level-headed acting at the midpoint was quite impressive. He put in some real legwork to set up a contrast with the character he played in the second half. If he's this good without much formal acting experience, I'd better keep an eye on him. Well, I suppose that was interesting. Rough around the edges to be sure, but it had a charm all the same. Pretend time results complete 100%! Woo! You're so good at this. Hey, bird. Hey, we're done. I was jerked back to reality when Sana poked my cheek. It seemed the whole scene had been a farce. When I turned to face him, he was wearing the same grin he'd had when we first met. Huh? What? But that was my acting. Did it look like I actually meant all that? No comment. Are you sure you didn't fall for it? Sana cheerfully patted me on the back and stepped off the stage. As he did, he whispered something in my ear. You see, I meant it when I said that earlier. You're a great partner for me. What did you mean by that? Exactly what it sounds like. If you'd taken my offer of a kiss or a date, it would have ended right then and there. And based on your attitude when you brought me to the studio, I figured you'd be the one. Dana waved and walked away, leaving me to parse my jumbled thoughts. Really? Because, that whole scene, you're like, oh, that was acting. He's like, actually, I'm really into you. And you're like, what now? I just can't get a read on him, right? Because he's a flirty playboy. But maybe he's just messing with you because he's like, ha ha ha, it's fun to mess with you. Or maybe he's actually, intrigued with the fact that you're not into him. And it could be a little bit of both. Like, I'm intrigued with the fact that you're not into me. I love messing with you. And then later he's like, actually, I'm now kind of really for reals into you. During today's auditions, I'd been dragged into the improv skits not once, but twice. I felt physically and mentally drained, so I decided to take a break out in the hall. That was exhausting. Here I thought it might be a good idea to get closer to Nishijima and Sena. I never imagined it would go like this. Ugh. Back on it makes me want to crawl into a hole. Oh, now you say that. You seemed pretty into it to me. Here's a chilled sports drink, if you'd like. Oh, thank you. What are you doing out here? They just got done with number 30, so we're on a break. Also, Mr. Asagi asked me to come check on you. Sorry for the trouble. It's fine. I wanted a break, too. Makino stepped away from me and sat down on a stool some distance from the audition room. The chilly sweetness is healing. That was a disaster. When I got up on stage, I was reminded how amazing actors are for putting themselves out there. My heart was pounding the entire time and I could barely move. Meanwhile, the pros step up and do their thing, knowing thousands of people are watching them. I'd never be so brave. Aren't you to do the same? Huh? The actor stands in front of the camera, but he's just one piece of the movie. The screenwriter decides whether he lives or dies. You're not on camera, but you're more aware of the audience's eyes than anyone. And also, the actor could be amazing, but if your script is garbage, you make everybody look bad. The director told me that once. Did? Apparently, the number one factor that causes a movie to flop is a bad script. In a way, screenwriting's an even more demanding job than acting. I'll admit I'm a little jealous that you have the courage to pursue your passion. After finishing his quiet declaration, Makino downed the rest of his drink in one gulp. He's right. It's fine to be wowed by the actors, but I need to learn from them too. Thank you, Makino. I'll be back soon. Feel free to head on in. And no, I'll stay. Huh? But I'm fine now. He showed no signs of moving. My mentor did tell him to check on me. He's here out of concern for me, right? Still, I said I was fine so he wouldn't worry, but honestly, I'm still kind of out of it. Okay then, I could use a few more minutes. Thanks for keeping me company. Of course, take all the time you need. Look at his little smile, it's so adorable, stop it. It's so quiet. You'd never guess that auditions are going on just down the hall. I stole a glance at Makino, who was absently tapping away at his phone. Is it really okay for you to stay here? A high-stakes round of auditions doesn't happen every day. If you want to learn to be a director, maybe you should... No need. Even if I went back, there'd be nothing for me to do. Besides, I don't belong there. Supposed to mean. All of the improv skits finished, and the day's auditions ended without incident. Once I recharged, I went back to the venue and got busy cleaning up after the event. I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep yawning on you. Cameras go in the video room. Folding chairs go in storehouse 2. We worked so hard to set this place up, but it's time for teardown as soon as it's over. Teardown! After filming and recording are finished, staff tear down the set and materials as part of the cleanup. Sets are built and dismantled every day. I think I'm starting to understand how set and prop designers feel. The light coming in from the windows was tinged with crimson. It was already twilight. I've not been moving since the early morning. So much happened today. I had 2 dreams. The first was to become a screenwriter. The second was to find my father, if at all possible. Through a stroke of good luck, I'd managed to get one step closer to making both dreams come true. There was my encounter with Sena, but as for Nishijima, we still haven't really spoken aside from what we said on stage. If he makes it through the auditions, we'll probably have more chances to talk. There's no need to be anxious, but I can't help it. Maybe, just maybe, the universe heard my grumbling. Just as I was approaching a stairwell, I was carrying too many things to see my feet and accidentally tripped on an object in the middle of the stairs. Ah! I scrambled to regain my balance before I fell. What the? Who left this thing in the middle of the stairway? Is it Nishijima? It is. Oh, and it's a CG of him sleeping. He's sleeping in the stairwell. Ouch. Nishijima? What's he doing here? Nishijima, are you alright? You not feeling well? I can call someone. Sorry for my snoring noises, but obviously asleep. Seeing him up close again, I took in his elegant features. He is adorable when he sleeps. It's so cute. He looks like he'd sleep in a canopy bed and ring his butler with a bell at his bedside. Yet here he is, snoozing in an emergency stairwell. Big tool belt. Tool? Wonder what he's dreaming about. Hello? Nishijima? Not happening. He's sleeping like a log. In that case, what should I do? I have to wake him up. Let him sleep. Let the poor boy wake up. Let him sleep. Yeah, let him sleep. Waking him up is probably his route. Gotta manage his fame even when he's not on TV. But life must be exhausting. I'll let him sleep a while longer. I quietly crept past Nishijima so as not to wake him. I should let someone know, at least. Something bad could happen if I leave him all alone. As I walked away, I heard his sleepy mumblings behind me. Oh, and then he's opening his eyes. Crap. Did I fall asleep? Nishijima drowsily rolled his shoulders and sighed. Then he shook his head and walked away without even noticing I was there. Normally he's always smiling, but it seemed like something was dragging him down. His acting work must be wearing on him. I didn't expect to see this side of him. Him, sleeping on the stairs is so fucking cute. I'm sorry. By the time we'd finished cleaning up the studio, it was late into the night. Kazuma had also worked late, so we headed home together. Yay. Already this late, huh? I feel worn to the bone. I can barely stay on my feet. We're both moving all day. Feels fulfilling, though, doesn't it? Like working the cultural festival back in high school. Yeah, just like when people complain that you got the welcome home, mademoiselle greeting wrong at the Butler Cafe. Not that part. Also, can you just erase that from your memory? But man, today's audition was awesome. Wait, you were watching? Yep, just from the edge of the room. You didn't see me? I definitely saw you going red as a tomato when that guy was hitting on you on stage. I was not! Oh, yes you were. It was a real bad look on you. Heck, I'm impressed, though. You did way better than anyone expected. Huh? No way. Right? Can't imagine you ever being in a romance flick. Oh, shut up! Erase that from your memory! As if I could. Look, your cheesy acting aside. The one actor, Nishijima, and that model, Sena, their auditions were amazing. Yeah. Looks like you have other thoughts. Maybe it's okay to tell Kazuma about those two. You know, those guys... Simmer down, bird. They're tied to the movie your mom wrote? Yeah, Sena's dad produced it. Nishijima was a child actor in the film, and his dad starred in it, too. You mean... Yep. One of their fathers turns out to be my father. Would probably make us half-siblings, and the romance angle creepy. Holy crap. Small world. Nothing's concrete yet, of course. There's also another possibility. Got distracted by Mr. Hanai's energy when we first met, but Makino could be my brother, too. It's just one possibility, but I'm closer to the truth than I was before. You better be extra careful with your detective work from here on out. Yeah, I'll do what I can. I have no idea whether it'll go well. Well, then I'll let it bug you too much. And hey, we're coworkers now. If things go south, I'll back you up. We're in this together. I'll be counting on you. Mr. Makino, Mr. Sena, Mr. Nishijima. These three men were involved with my mom's film, and now I'd met all their sons. By sheer coincidence, I'd made connections with several people who might turn out to be my relatives. Or probably not. Or were they? Was my father even among them? took this job because I wanted to follow my dreams. I have to admit, I was also hoping that maybe, just maybe, I might never get a chance like this again. I tried not to think about the reason why I had difficulty writing romance, but deep down, I already knew. While it was true that I had no relationship experience, that too was all because what happened with my father. I couldn't shake the fear that my father might have abandoned us. Not just me, but my mom too. Oh, we had a fear of abandonment by our dad, and it led us to relationship abandonment fears. Terrifying. Sure, Mom had the strength to have and raise a child on her own, but the fact remained that my father had easily cast us aside, possibly. On the other hand, my mom might have had an affair with a man who had a family of his own. I wouldn't easily forgive that either. After Mom died, I practically raised myself. As I got older, ugly feelings I'd never been aware of bubbled to the surface, a pestilence that plagued my heart. Before long, those feelings morphed into a phobia of men and romance itself. Work comes first, obviously. I need to take this opportunity to do something. Not so that I can vent my grievances at my father, but I can finally sort out these emotions and move on with my life. Look at her therapizing herself, giving herself free therapy. Doesn't even have a therapist degree. Episode 2! What you doing? What you doing, bird? Campgrounds, August. Ooh! Pretty campy background. Park. I was going to say park, but the word park wouldn't come to my brain. What kind of animals are... Oh! Over there! That's Campground A1! A smile broke out on my face as our destination finally came into view. There was lush greenery as far as the eye could see. If I listened carefully, I could hear a babbling brook and the whistling of a gentle breeze. There's some... You hear that? Wait. What the hell is that? Faced with this idyllic nature scene, felt all the tension in my body melt away. I'll be staying here for the next 2 weeks. Sadly, I wasn't here for the classic fun in the sun summer camp experience. Apparently, this campground was used by sports teams, dancers, and actors for extended training sessions. It certainly looked like the base camp of a baseball or soccer team. Base camp, the campsite that's used as a base of operations. For hiking, it's often in a crucial location along the hiking trail. In this instance, it refers to a place for practicing and training. That weird bug bird noise is so annoying. Please go away. As spring gave way to summer, this place would be the site of auditions for our lead role. After the initial auditions and interviews, we had narrowed it down to a talented pool of 10 actors. 10 actors! After multiple auditions, 10 candidates were chosen for the final audition. 5 of them have experience in acting, and 5 are rookies with no professional experience. Riku is a veteran, while Yukito has made guest appearances on TV, so they're both counted among those with experience. Over the next 2 weeks, this audition camp would serve as their final test. The director's away on other business, so he won't be around much. Instead, the auditions and accompanying lessons would be recorded and sent to the director for review. Even movie directors get time off, huh? Just then my phone vibrated in my pocket. I pulled it out and swiped at the screen. My mentor had sent me a ring message. Have you arrived? I've moved all the equipment, so come to the lodge meeting room. I'll be waiting for you with some cold drinks. Now that's what I'm talking about! Psyched for a nice cold beverage, I clutched my phone tightly and started walking. Hey, Makino! I just got a message! Professor Asagi and Mr. Hanai are already... Makino? What? Do you need something? No. Are you okay? This is nothing. And the sun is just a little bright. That sure doesn't look like nothing. You should, probably hydrate once we're there. Professor Asagi and Mr. Hanai are there already, so... I don't know who's saying, hey guys! Huh? I know that boisterous voice. Well, I kind of gave them the boisterous voice, so. I looked up and spotted a familiar form wildly dashing toward us. I'm gonna go with Kazuma rather than Hanai, but yeah.
Spacey, Makino.
Kazuma? Is that Amakubo? Amakubo from hair and makeup? How is he running in this heat? He's just like that. I like how that's our answer. He's just, yeah, like,
Finally caught up.
not sure what the rush is, but hey.
Apparently I got on the wrong train, so I barely made it in time.
Wait, what? You ran all the way here from the station? In a sweater? You had more energy than any normal human from the day we met. But you can run in this heat without being out of breath. You've upgraded to monster. Anyway, what are you doing here, Kazuma? I thought the stylists weren't coming to this training camp.
Huh? Oh, about that. Yeah,
With a hollow laugh, Kazuma looked up at the sky.
Miss Kayama sold me off.
She did what? What does that mean?
Turns out Miss Kayama and I are drinking buddies. And one night they went out, she lost a drinking contest. So she offered me up as a reward.
Do they just see you as a prize or what? That's rather high-handed of her.
The loser had to do the winner's bidding, just like how veterans get to boss newbies around. That's adult life for you.
Is that really the issue here?
Paperwork's already done. My company hired me out as a lowly grunt worker. At the end of the day, just another set of hands. Company doesn't see this as a loss.
Ouch.
Well, this gig is shaping up to be pretty interesting. I get to help you guys out. Hope you're looking forward to it as much as I am. 2 weeks are gonna fly by, just you watch.
Hope you're right.
Trust me, we can do anything if we work together.
Yeah, he's right. Let's do our best, Makino. Sueda might be fine. Worried about you, Kamakubo.
Breaking my heart, Mac Attack.
Do me a favor and never call me that again. Jeez, Kazuma, Makino's older than you, you know. If he doesn't want a nickname, don't give him one. If Mac Attack doesn't want a nickname, don't give Mac Attack one. Oh, it's not that I particularly mind having a nickname. It's fine, I think.
See, Mac Attack said it's fine.
No, that one specifically is too much. Even though they've only met a few times at work, Kazuma's already gotten him to open up a little. I should learn from him. I think Kazuma could get anybody to open up. He's just kind of like charming and annoying. Like in a good way, but he's kind of just like there up in your face talking to you whether you want him to or not. And you're like, God, stop talking. Why? You know what? I don't actually mind it. I mind that I don't mind, but I don't mind. I mind that I don't mind. What are you doing to me? You know? Listening to their banter brought a smile to my face, and my thoughts turned to what would come next. I'm sure I'll have way more opportunities to interact with the candidates here. Getting closer to some of the guys in particular may give me more clues about my father. It's kind of funny, she's like, I gotta get close to them so I can find out about my father, and then you fall in love with them by accident. So cute. I'll be okay. I just need to keep moving like I always have. I gave myself a little pep talk to ease my thrumming heart. Less than an hour later, we reached the campground. Sorry. We now sat around a table in the meeting room. Professor Asagi mentioned in his text. Oh my god, he's got a different outfit! Or he took his jacket off.
Alright, now that you three have had some time to cool off, let me explain how this is gonna work.
Thank you! That's all of us. Oh look, we're all wearing different outfits! Oh, I love it! Oh my god, I thought for sure we were never going to change outfits because Makino was still wearing his regular one. And now, oh my god, we have new clothes. This is so cool.
As you know, this training camp will serve as the final round of auditions for our film's lead role. The director won't be around much, but we'll keep him updated daily. He might show up from time to time, and he'll be here the last day. That's when all these auditions will finally come to a close. We're still candidates without acting experience in the pool, so I plan on beating the fundamentals into them until the end.
You try to be gentle, Hanai. You're notorious for dishing out more stick than carrot. He's right. You work us to the bone. I love the fact that Eiichiro just took off his freaking jacket. That's it. He was wearing that shirt under it. Everybody else changed outfits. He just, no, same. It's not even a different color. Like, the poor man.
Did I just hear something?
Certainly not, sir. Excuse me, there is one thing I'm curious about. When you say the auditions will end on the last day, does that mean we're finalizing the cast here and not in a formal meeting? We'll have a meeting when we get back. We have to consider our sponsors and partners' interests and feedback from the crew.
Director makes the final say, though. He'll probably have his mind made up by the last day anyway. Who knows if he'll make a last-minute judgment call.
I see.
Good. Moving on. We're calling this a camp, but it's not like everyone cleared their schedules for it. There'll be times when they're called away for other work.
These two in particular let us know in advance they'll be out often. Professor Asagi slipped 2 sheets of paper from a stack and showed them to us, Riku and Yukito. The first was Riku Nishijima. The other was Yukito Sena, of course. Nishijima was shooting 2 other projects. On some days he was completely unavailable, but he was scheduled to return to camp once filming wrapped up. Sena would be out here and there to record a variety show, model for photo shoots, and do magazine interviews. I found myself staring at the photos of these 2 men, both connected to the search for my father. We exchanged greetings and small talk when we bumped into each other at the auditions, but I still don't know much about them. Look at our little outfits! Oh! Yukito is wearing... Yukito, oh my freaking god. Like, Makino is wearing like a full freaking like mesh sweater. Over a regular sweater and still pants, and it's like, aren't you like sweating to death?
So, this time around you're gonna put your noses to the grindstone as our assistants. It'll just be grunt work, though. They're already treating me like a gopher anyway. Whatever you throw at me, I give it 110%.
Kazuma and Hanai do basically have the same voice, and I can't, but like, whatever. Trying to make it slightly different, but it's not working, I don't think. I'll do anything I can to help. It's my job, so of course I'll be taking it seriously.
That's the spirit. You're the 3 Tasketeers of Team Makino.
Woohoo! 3 Tasketeers! What? Please don't give us such a bizarre title. When did he come up with that weird name? I like it.
While you're working on your assigned tasks, we'll probably have some important missions for you, too.
Missions?
Yeah. You see, we'd like you to investigate the candidates.
Investigate? Investigate? I forgot. We have to do Valley Girl voice when there's more than one person talking. I don't even remember what game we started that in. Was it, Oh god, frick, now I can't for the life of me remember. Okay. Anyway, but we did. I know you left a bit too much out, so I'll explain. According to Professor Asagi, the purpose of this training camp was to evaluate not just acting ability, but also temperament. Sometimes we'll be writing for the cast in our script, and we'll venture deep into the thoughts and feelings of the characters. Writing for the cast, a method of screenwriting where the parts are cast first, then the screenwriter writes the script with the actors in mind. Like writing with specific actors in mind? Yes, the director requested it, and therefore we need to have a solid grasp of the actors' psyches and personalities. Of course, this was part of my original plan and not just the director's whim.
To sum it up, we need you to get to know who these people really are while you work. Whoa! We're like spies!
Oh, detectives, so that's a big ask. Alright, Scooby Gang. This is a baby Scooby Gang, but it's okay. Kazuma's absolutely Scooby. And Makino is Velma. We are... I guess we have to be Daphne. Sure, we can be Daphne. You'll be fine. Despite how it sounds, we don't need you to dig too deeply. If you just chat with them and observe their interactions with the other candidates, that'll be plenty.
Yep, they'll put up less of a wall around you too. Makes sense. If all you need me to do is talk, that's easy enough.
Most of that to you then, Kamakubo. Thank you and good luck.
Wait, you're passing it all off to me? Come on, Spacey, you'll help me out, won't you?
Huh? Yeah, sure. I forced a smile and my gaze flicked back to the 2 loose papers on the table. Find out who they really are, huh? I wanted to know the truth about my father, but no measure of desire was enough to quell my anxieties. Its headspace of nervous anticipation served as the springboard for my 2 weeks at camp.
How'd you know it was me? I thought I erased all the evidence. Nobody's perfect. You just failed to notice your own slip-up. No, it wasn't supposed to end this way. Damn it. Damn it all.
Oh. After attending some meetings and helping put away luggage, I spent my downtime watching the actors rehearse. See, if I knew Momose and Nose or whatever their names were, like Momose and whatever guy, if I knew they were going to be here when I gave them voices earlier, I would have tried to remember, but whatevs. As soon as the candidates arrived, they stored their belongings in their rooms and got to practicing. I hadn't watched rehearsals since drama club back in high school. Don't you that bird. When one of the actors hit the ground, the sheer force of it startled me. That had to hurt, right? Could hurt, yes, but it's an effective attention getter. That was the birdie in the headset. And no one will be moved unless their eyes are on you. Guess you're right. He had a point. At some time or another, everyone wondered how to get someone else's attention. I can especially feel the desperation from the no-name rookies. By contrast, the well-known actors were just as impressive as one would expect. They naturally attracted attention, even without any melodramatic displays. Maybe they knew how to draw the audience's eye. Even among the pros, he's on a different level. Look, there he is! Look, and he's got a different outfit on, too! Different outfits! Although, what is with the sweater dress you're wearing, sweet? Why is everyone wearing sweaters? It's hot.
Oh, so you finally found the evidence. Thank you, I'm sincerely grateful. You're grateful? That's right. You see, I've always been waiting, yearning for someone to catch me. Let our final showdown begin, detective. Ready or not, you'd better stop me. And cut! Thank you, everyone. Excellent work.
I like being Nishijima when he's acting, because I can at least... I feel a little bit better acting with his voice and being dramatic. Like, it's really hard to be dramatic with Seina's voice. I mean, melodramatic, it's a little difficult, you know what I mean? Not that I'm great, but it's just more, like, it feels easier and less like I'm gonna break my vocal cords, but... Nishijima bowed to Mr. Hanai and smiled at his acting partner. He really is amazing. Everyone else played a maniacal villain, but he breathed new life into the character. Besides Nishijima, there were other candidates who put their own spin on the part and did their best to impress us. Right. It doesn't matter whether they're famous. Everyone has to put their all into...
So hot. So thirsty.
Everyone has to... Hey, wait, want to take a break before we both get heat stroke? Everyone... The food at the cafe is totally awesome! Way better than I expected for a campsite! So it was basically him the whole time. So I'm gonna go back and read it like him. I wasn't sure who it is, so... So hot. So thirsty. Everyone has to... Hey, wait, I want to take a break before we both get heat stroke. Everyone... The food at the cafe is totally awesome. Way better than I expected for a campsite. Anyway, you're still in the middle of your lesson, Seina. They'll get mad at you if you leave early. Okay, not quite everyone. One candidate wasn't taking the camp seriously whatsoever. Yukito Seina. Seina returned my glare with a sweet grin and shake of his head. Thanks for worrying, babe. But the time I spend with you means way more to me than any old lecture from the head honchos. If any of his fans heard him say that, I'd definitely get stabbed. I'm sorry. I mean, I know that's a callback to the thing with Makino, but it still just feels very much like... This is also the character and the voice that I would give Iki in Amnesia Memories, which I believe when we get closer toward the end of that, we'll be playing this in tandem, because I think that's the next game on the docket. Like, not the original. We already played that, like, 7 years ago. But, like, we'll finally get to play later in crowd, but... And he's the Iki character, so his fan club will stab us, probably like Iki's fan club. So anyway. This man was exasperating. Alright, break time. Perfect timing. I can steal you away for a bit if we're on break, right? Come on, let's go. Wait,
Hold it, Sana. How many times have I told you to get your filthy paws off her?
Oh, sweet Kamakubo. You're just like a guard dog. Look at his little outfit. Hey. I love changing outfits. I'm just going to get us some tea, my guy. And no need to start howling. Bye!
No, you don't. You can't just drag her off like that.
Uh-oh. So loud everyone's looking our way. Kazuma, Sana, could you please keep it down?
You're bothering Spacey. Can't you see that?
You've got to be kidding me. I sighed. I would just walk away from both of them. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw Nishijima and Makino preparing to leave. Meanwhile, my friend and the model were still bickering with each other. In this situation, I should leave with Kazuma, go along with Yukito, call for Harumi, follow Riku. I love this because it depends on this who you pick. Leave with Kazuma, obviously. I've got no other choice. I couldn't just stand there while Kazuma was being toyed with. I grabbed his arm. No, in this situation, for real, I would just walk away from both of them, but we're gonna... Kazuma, we still have work to do, don't we? Let's hurry up and get it done.
Huh? We just finished. Just come with me!
That's just how it is, Sana. We'll be going now. What? Even though we're supposed to be on break. If you're gonna help us with our work, I might consider allowing you to come. I see. I'll just cheer you on for today. Now let's chat when you get back, Kay. So damn cocky. I heaved another sigh as Sana waved us off and left the room with Kazuma. And that's where we're gonna leave it for today, with Kazuma. Oh, look at his little sad face! Their sad faces are so cute. I don't know what's wrong with me. Are they just that much better than their, like, beamingly happy faces? Or, like, am I just, like... just a little slightly disturbed where I'm like, I like sad. Maybe a little bit of both. But anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.